Ben Watson, CCP Master, dear friend, and this year's match director for the 2025 Sheepdog CCP Championship. Welcome to Season 2 of Can We Chat? This podcast has been made possible by our sponsor, Carlson Mechanical, where your imagination comes to reality. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul G., Chief Safety Officer for the IDPA. This channel will help you simplify IDPA rules, shooting techniques, and keep you updated on the newest gear and what's going on in the shooting community. If you're new here, consider subscribing. Please welcome back to the podcast, everybody, the match director, Ben Watson, my better half, the Viking, and we have here Bill Umstead. So, welcome, gentlemen. This is quite a mob.
You can say that.
You can say that. A tired mob. A very tired mob. Very. Yeah, we're wiped out.
I was telling Paul, I'm like, Ben, don't get here in like 5 minutes. I'm going to sleep. I literally had the chance to strip down to PJ's. I was like, oh. Check my phone one last time. I hear the text from you on the way. I'm like,
here we go.
All right. Let me change this back up.
I was getting used to the live broadcasts, and this should have been live, but
Live to tape.
we are running a little bit late. But thank you very much, Ben, for coming in. Well, you must be exhausted.
I could take a nap.
Oh, that's what happened.
No, I said I could take a nap.
I said, did you take an after dinner nap?
No, I should have.
Well, we figured.
I mean, it's
that's
after
what
dinner,
was
so I mean, I guess it could be a nap here in
Good.
a few minutes.
Well, congratulations on your triumph. What is this, the fourth?
For me, this is my third sheepdog.
It's amazing. So estimated in 2017, now the 2025 Sheepdog CCP Championship. I'm just wondering what makes it so damn popular.
I don't know.
Because it's just from last year.
Yeah.
This year is just insane.
Yeah, we had I think it was 200 and at one point it's up to 260, I believe, that actually signed up.
Right.
Then of course the weather it dwindled down to I think 213. I think is what the final count was.
That weather was insane.
Yes, and then next week's gonna be sunny though.
Well, good.
Yeah,
We missed it by a week.
Missed it by a week. Been a drought for 3 months, and then
I was going to say, I think the week before it was actually really nice.
it was. Yep.
Because we had rain out there the week before. I was looking, I'm like, oh, it's going to be way nicer out there than it is here.
Yeah, it's been warm. So.
You know, we know how you did, but how do you feel that you did?
I had a couple of blunders kind of early on that I wasn't happy with, so there's always improvement. But overall, the results wise, did pretty decent though.
Yeah, you did.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Beat me.
Barely.
Barely. It was close.
It was close.
It was close.
Yeah.
Could have went either way, for sure.
How did you choose compact carry?
Well, that's the match was started, like I said, 2017, so it was already established.
Okay, so you just went along with that.
Went with it. You know?
No reasons to change it or anything like that.
No, I mean it's pretty established. Like I said, by the time I took it over, it was already a tier 4, and probably my least favorite division at the time, or well, at least a year before, I could not shoot a small gun for anything. So
Right.
it was more of a challenge. All right, I want to get better at this, and I've gotten okay with it, I guess. Not where I want to be yet, but I'm getting there.
Are any of us?
Oh no.
No. None of us. Are you where you want to be, Viking? Fifth place expert, got a bump to master?
Yeah.
Not
Smoked
even
us.
close.
Yeah.
Smoked us.
Yeah, smoked us, and he's not happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
My bad.
He's a perfectionist.
Yeah.
How did you deal with the weather? I mean, the weather seems to be like the major issue that we had. It definitely added a little spice since last year.
Yeah. 2 years ago, it really came down. Bays were wet, ankle deep water. This year was wet, but it was manageable. I think Bay 4 was probably the sloppiest out of all of them, but everything else was just kind of slick. It didn't really hold huge puddles. So I mean, if I had to shoot in it, I wouldn't have been like horrible, but
Yeah.
compared to previous years. But it could have definitely been better for weather-wise.
So you're telling me this is not normal?
Well, I don't know. Let's see. Last year, we had rain prior to the match, so it was actually nice weather during the match, but setup kind of sucked.
Little nasty.
Yeah, just a little bit. Then when I did Roll on the River prior to this, it was always sunny, no weather. And then Bryant took it over 2 years ago, and he's caught a little bit of
Bryant Bro,
yep. Caught a little bit of weather himself, and one of them actually flooded out, so had to reschedule that one. But
I was gonna say, it's funny. Last night at dinner, Jonathan was telling me and showing me. He was like, "Oh yeah, just in case we get rained out."
Yeah.
It's like what, a week or two after that.
Yeah, I forget. The dates he picked, I think, was closer to middle of hurricane season, so it was kind of a probably poor choice.
You showed me. He's like, "Oh, you going to Rolling River?" I'm like, "What's that?"
Yeah.
And he showed me the dates, and I think it was like March, and then it was like alternative dates, April something.
Yeah.
I'm like,
so yeah, he moved it up quite a bit.
So Bryant Bro is actually in charge of rolling on the river coming up next year.
Yep. Yep.
And that's in March. You're saying
March, second weekend of March, Tier
hopefully.
4. Yeah, hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah.
the weather's nice.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Is that why they call it rolling on the river?
Well, it's Little River Sportsmen's Association. It's right on the river, and that's how it started. And then, like I said, I think it was May, I believe, the year it flooded. So he moved it up a little bit, try to prevent the bad weather, or hopes of avoiding bad weather.
Yeah.
But
this you set it as a Tier 4, but it definitely ran like a Tier 5. By all means,
it was smooth. I mean, there was a few hiccups here and there. I mean, nothing major.
Yeah.
I think we had 4 DQs. I mean, that was pretty. I mean,
well,
I hate DQs in general, but to have
right.
That many shooters and have a small number, and I mean, all of them were kind of I mean, none of them were safe, but just
right.
Nothing outrageous,
You think most of them were, or a majority of them were due to weather, or?
I think so. I know.
Safety.
I think this was probably the most finger calls that I've gotten ever. I mean, it was constant. I think a lot of it had to do to the weather. People transitioning, like dodging water puddles and not realizing their fingers in the trigger guard and things like that. I think it had a lot to do with it. And I had I think it was 2 of them that DQ'd for pull the trigger over the berm, just unload show clear.
Right.
No rounds were sent, but it just IDPA rules, you can't do it over the berm.
Yeah.
So, and I actually heard one of the SOs made a comment. It's like in the future, point at a target to pull the trigger. So if something goes bang, hey, at least you're shooting towards a berm.
It wasn't an ND. I shot that target.
Yeah, exactly. But,
well, at least it gives you a argument, right?
Yeah.
Still going home.
Yeah. Yep. And then I think we had one other one that during a reload sent one. So that was unfortunate. But I think same thing. Probably trying to dodge a puddle or something, and
right.
just didn't get his finger out. But
right. So you had a separate setup crew. We actually one of the California boys, Scotty, came in early. I apologize. Both of us had to work, so we came a little bit late. But when did you guys start with setup?
See, I think Russell McClellan, he showed up on Sunday. See, I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody, but I know and Buddy Brooks, he came out with me.
Right.
I can't forget Buddy. Came out and we set everything out on the bays, and I think we actually started stage 10 and 9. We got those pretty much set, on Sunday, and then everybody else started coming in on Monday. And pretty much had everything knocked out pretty much by Tuesday. By Tuesday, Wednesday, we were just kind of doing the last minute touches, and then we added the waterfall that, for everybody that got to shoot when it wasn't raining, got to still see rain.
Got to experience was like.
Yeah. So.
I was gonna say, how many were there that didn't experience rain?
No. I don't know. Yeah,
just senior staff.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I was gonna say,
even then we saw a little bit.
Yeah, that morning and then that afternoon. But yeah, I think staff probably had the worst of it, like the actual staff day.
Yeah, Friday day.
Friday
I
day,
remember we had to stop for 10 or 15 minutes. It was just coming down so hard you couldn't see the end of the bay.
Yeah, and
know?
I remember how many targets we went through that day. It was just because we didn't put waterproofs up. Oh, it's going to rain till 3 o'clock, and here we are at 11, and it's downpouring. Yeah,
coming.
yeah. So
I know when we did Bay 10, there was spots where 6-8 inches, and there's people running across the top of the water. I'm like, ooh. I remember seeing Jonathan. I'm like, it was like, I even told him, like, that was like Jesus walking over water. Just
yeah, that guy's quick, isn't he?
yeah.
Yeah.
I was very impressed.
Very, very impressed.
Yeah. But that was expected. So for him to win.
Oh yeah. He let's see. I don't know what his final outcome was.
No, he was
Master.
Oh, he's a master, but I mean,
I think overall, I think he was
Seconds.
No,
Second, third.
No, he was first. I know. I know he smoked us. I know that
He smoked us.
he smoked us good.
Stage designs.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you get your stage designs from?
Well, stage 2, the waterfall deal was actually there was a shooting in a hotel local at one point, and they hit a water main in the wall and blowed out. And I thought, hey, why waste a perfectly good
scenario?
Scenario.
Yeah,
And
run it.
so that's kind of where that one came from. And then just I don't know. I mean, I just throw stuff on the ground. Just figure out what I want. So the ABCD thing, that popped up all over the Facebook a while back. I was the CSO on the bay when that happened, so I was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna make an ABCD stage.
No, I remember the text.
Yeah. So, which we had it set, properly where you could, advance, slicing the pie, or you could stop and go back, and there wasn't any like you had to wait on anything. So we made sure we set it that way where there wasn't any issues. But shooters had options; they could go, steel mover, and then paper. Or I actually watched Austin shoot steel, paper, and then the movers.
Right.
So you went steel, paper, and then
yes,
swing? Or is
Steel, paper, bobber, drop turn.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen that, I'm sure somebody's going to put it on the video. That's a lot of shots in a very short amount of time.
It was.
Five transitions.
Yeah, what did I do? Paper or steel, and I went to the movers, and I think I threw a mic on.
So I think I went steel, drop turn, popper, then paper.
Yeah.
So he went steel, paper, drop.
Bobber, drop turn.
Yeah.
Up, down, drop
Yeah.
turn.
Which we talked about it. Cause I actually seen him do it. I just happened to walk in when he was about to run, and unfortunately for him, it didn't work out so well. He popped a non-threat and had a mic on the up down, and he told me later. He said, "Yep, you got me this time." On the, the temptation was there, and
Well, what's funny is, I was kind of upset with myself on stage 8 that we ran of having the time with the clamshell.
Yeah.
And I know you pulled it off. I pulled it off. And I'm like, that one didn't quite feel right. Went for the headshot and mic'd it. Had the non-threat. Also did the same thing. I'm like, all right. I don't feel so bad about myself now that someone of that caliber did it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm like, how was your match? He goes, felt like that. I'm like, well, I did the same thing, so I guess we're in the same club.
Yeah. He had some ups and downs, but I think he still finished in the top 5. Was it second?
Where he should be.
I don't remember where he was
should
at.
be at the top anyway.
I think it was third.
Top
Third,
5
yeah.
for
He was
sure.
third.
Yeah. He still did a great job, even with some blunders. But I mean, I think, like I said, everybody was blundering. I mean,
Yeah.
I think after not staff day, it was executive day. Out of 11 people, I think 4 of us didn't hit a non-threat. So, and they're all wide open. So,
Well, I mean, Viking took it hard. We were all just trying to tell you, it's all part of the game, right? It's got to be expected.
yeah, because I remember I walked up and you were like, I'm already done. I said,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
don't.
done.
Yeah, it's like,
I can't thank you enough for actually. You were one of the ones that helped me get back in the game. And you're like, I'm like, oh, my match is done. There's no way. After hearing about all the stories about Sheepdog, I was like, there's no way. And you're like, nope, stay with it. Just do yourself a favor. Just stick with it.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'll trust you.
Yeah.
Fine, whatever.
That was only the second stage.
Look how bad that second and third stage was.
Yeah, I think we were like Bay 4 at that point. That's the first, the Ripper with the 2 movers or something. And I think I went Ripper, steel, and both of the movers. And I think you were planning the same thing.
Yeah.
I said no, go conservative because
Right, really.
I just dumpster fired right here.
Yeah.
And I think you did pretty well on that stage, didn't you?
Yeah, that was actually the stage that kind of got me back into it.
Yeah.
Of, all right, well,
Yeah, I mean
Cool.
it was doable. I just I rushed my shots, got a little excited. But
I noticed a huge change in Buddy Brooks.
yeah,
Yeah. Not only is his shooting skills have improved, but his stage designs are just getting brutal.
oh man, he he's been doing stages with me for like during even rolling on the river back 4 or 5 years ago, and most of his are the favorites.
I don't know where he comes up with this stuff. It's amazing. I'm like, wow, that is really creative.
So sometimes it's funny. Like we'll sit there and one of the stories was he watched a TikTok, and I don't even remember what it was. And he's like, I had this idea for this stage. And like it was just the story part of it. It wasn't the stage. So then he just kind of built around that. And I think that's how we ended up with that dog stage last year. Was but I don't even remember what the story was. Like a pet shop or something. I don't remember what it was, but it's just kind of.
I know it was something with a bear or something like that.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Like a little kid.
Yeah, and then so then of course everybody goes in the bay and they see this dog laying on the table and it's like, oh, can I pet that dog? And it's like, well, I know what the title of the stage is going to be next year.
Yeah.
So I had to bring the dog back. But,
So you even allowed in stage designs from California.
I did.
Two of them. at least.
Two of them. Yeah.
Scotty definitely.
Yeah,
Scotty Meyer.
Yeah, he. I don't remember if it was last year at the end of Sheepdog he told me, or we shot a couple matches together this year, and he's like, hey, I got this idea, and we kind of had to change it a little bit to work our bay, but it still had the same concept. He wanted like 10 yards of movement to your gun, and then 20-yard shots, 3 per 2 targets, and then kind of a quick jot over short shot to kind of speed you up, and then final on a 15-yard shot just to kind of mess with you.
Well,
Bill
Bill really enjoyed that. That stage. This was one of his finest works.
You won that one, didn't you?
I got stage win on that one.
Yeah.
I'm not used to shooting that distances, but I don't know. Was it a personal challenge of yours, Bill?
Always shooting long distance.
Yeah.
I love shooting long distance.
Really?
And
I hate it.
Well, it's something, if you can do it, then you're going to pick up a lot of time on people that can't shoot long distance. If you can't hit a target at 30, 40 yards, at least get ones on it, then, somebody that throws a mic, it's like you're ahead by quite a bit, People don't think 3 seconds is a long time.
It's an
1,
eternity.
2, 3. That's a long time.
But I was confirming my sights on that. I was calling my shot. I'm like bang, 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 and then I walked up there, and sure enough, I was at least 12 inches low.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, because I know going into it, I mean, like I said, I had kind of game planned that one because long shots are my weakness. And,
right.
Austin was sitting up on the other end. We were talking about it. He said, yeah, I know you like to rip them fast. So, So I'm like, all right, yeah. So going into it, I'm going to take a little bit slower cadence and just make sure trigger, pull, sights are right, throw a couple extras at it and then move on so to work my reload better. But
at that distances, are you shooting at the neck or?
I've got a little bit of a milk thing that I do when I shoot, so I am shooting right at the clavicle.
Okay.
High right,
just
right at 11 o'clock.
That's interesting.
Right.
I'm aiming dead
there.
Center.
Oh,
well,
really?
Maybe
The
a little
top?
bit, maybe a little bit above it, but right
Viking,
dead
where
center.
do you?
Somewhere over on the target.
Well, I know I went. So for me on that stage, I was jogging the 2 stages before that while I was taping because the last thing I wanted to do is sprint off of that cleat that we had because the start position you have 1 foot on, so I used that thing as a starting block and I ran towards it. But I was jogging the other stages. So the last thing I want to do is take 3 steps and pull a hamstring, and I'm just hobbling down there. But you run up there and grab it, and it's just, for me, it was 4 and 4.
That's what I did.
And then run left, and you've got 2 more targets that are 3 each. Everything was 3. So it did 4, 4, 3, reload 3, and then 4 and 4. And for the first 2 targets, I did the best on it, because I was standing there and I just pressed out and went, okay, right there, bang, 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 bang. And it was 4 and the 0 and 3 and a 1. So it was down 0 on both targets. And I was like, yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because I think I went 5 down, which I was happy with, on those longer shots for me.
Should be
Definitely
ecstatic,
when you're
sure.
talking about 3 per stages, I mean, those really hurt. You make a mic or 2 per target. I mean, that adds up really fast.
Yeah, and those are the things you can't call,
Yeah.
right? You don't know where you hit until you go out there and look.
Yeah.
So
Might as well put a T-shirt on it.
Yeah.
So you really can't tell where it hit.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly what it is. The thing that impresses me the most is your following, your staff.
Oh, yeah.
You have a huge following of safety officers.
Yeah, we had, I think we had a couple had to drop out, some for work, some for, our family illnesses and stuff like that. But I think we had 40-something staff members. So,
Wow.
and I mean, we've had them since, probably January, February. I mean,
Yeah.
we always offer, current staff, previous staff first, and then, if we need some fill in, we'll open it up. But mostly it's repeats.
Yeah, that list is a standing room only list. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
There's
everybody's
top-
dying to work.
yeah.
Why
Yeah.
is that?
I don't know. I guess they're all crazy like I am. I
This
guess.
is Ben wants.
Yeah.
Well, I understand that,
Come
but
on,
I'm
man.
trying to figure out why.
Who
Yeah.
wouldn't want to?
Yeah.
Okay, good point. I'm just trying to figure out what it
You're talking about one of the best matches there is, and then one of the greatest guys there is.
Right.
And how would you not want to work and or shoot it?
Maybe they feel
Like,
sorry
come on.
for me. That's what it is. They feel sorry
think-
for me.
is
Yeah,
that what it
that's what it
is?
is.
Okay.
Oh, this poor guy. We need to help him.
Oh, it's like
No.
the three-legged
Right.
puppy at
Yeah.
the.
But I tell you, I shoot a bunch of matches, sanctioned matches throughout the year, and you see all these guys working or working with myself, and just
Right.
you make a bunch of friends, and
you kind of pick and choose. And
oh yeah, you definitely. I remember like the first time I did roll on the river, like you're begging, in tier 2 you only need SOs, you don't even need CSOs. So it's like you're begging SOs, like man, I just need somebody warm blooded that can hold a tablet, and
The most important job.
yeah, exactly. The most
Running the
important
tablet.
job is like running the tablet, and like
Yeah.
I'm like, oh Lord, I hope this goes well, and then a couple years later, you get. I mean, I had I think a total of 5 SOs total. Everybody else were CSOs. I mean,
Yeah.
it was and then I had a couple of them like, well, why'd you demote me? I said, well, I didn't really demote you. It's like I just I had you like this person, we'll put you together with this guy, and because I want everybody to have a good time,
Yeah.
because different people have different personalities, and some mesh better with others. And
I thought operating that pad in the rain was probably the hardest thing that I had to do.
yeah, the umbrellas help.
So you pair people that work well together and like each other?
So
Well, I had to deal
How
with
did,
the California thing. I just didn't.
Oh, makes sense.
They wanna
We're
contaminate.
from California, and
Mm-hmm.
didn't want diseases, and
you don't know about
No,
Cross-contamination.
it's more like gun restricted people. I didn't want
just to
nobody-
avoid the fights.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything.
it's like-
Okay, that's smart.
Yeah,
That's why.
Say, hey, check out the 17-round mag. I didn't want to hurt y'all's feelings.
Why are your mags neutered?
Oh man. So match cheer down was from the red carpet.
Red
group,
carpet,
or?
and then I believe it was the first sergeants. I think also came out out of Moody.
Yeah.
And they helped reset and pace throughout the match, and then it's a charity match, so all the donations go to the red carpet, and in return they furnish people to help with and tear down.
We
And,
had Caleb from that organization, the association, and wow, what a fine kid, huh?
Yeah.
He was on
Squared
it.
away.
yeah, and I was talking to Jennifer, which is I believe it's the president of Red Carpet, and we were just talking. So the charity itself sends us airmen home for the holidays, and like she was saying, a lot of them are just out of high school, going into the military. This is their first deployment, and,
Right.
So most of them don't even have cars. They're just they live on base. They'll ride bicycles wherever they're going, or catch rides on the bus or whatever. And so a lot of them just don't have a way to get home, and so they just try to send them wherever. I know one year they had plane tickets and rental cars and everything to try to help them out. So
Well, $15,000 will do
A lot.
That'll
A lot,
put
a lot.
huge
A lot.
dent.
yeah, I'd say last year we raised 10 grand, and
remember.
I thought that was something, and then.
Right.
I actually got a phone call from the range treasurer this year, and he said, "Well, I want to match, what you raised." So that I was like, "You're kidding?" I was like, "That's great because you know, we went with the match jerseys because everybody wants the match jerseys. And then, you know, one of the feedback I got was they wanted box lunches. They didn't want the platters. So it went from, say, $800 to $2,000 in a day.
Yeah.
You know, not just overall a day.
A day.
And so that took a cut, and which I did raise the price a little bit, try to offset it, but you know, you can't really like figure it out until time to spend the money. So that, and then a raffle gun. Wilson Combat sent us the 365, so that was amazing. You know,
And Jonathan won.
Jonathan, yeah. Man, I tell you what, it's like when I seen like staff.
All
You know,
of a sudden, the name was called. I look at him. We're standing there talking, and I was like, looks at me. He's like, "That's me." I'm like,
All I know is it wasn't my name, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to kick that guy's ass. And then it turns out to be Jonathan. I'm like, oh,
it was funny.
the best guy in the world.
Yeah.
you know what? It seemed better is being that his birthday was yesterday.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I was trying to make fun of him when we were all at dinner. I'm like, because I saw the happy birthday, and you know, you had the whole waiter, waitress. I was look over at him. I'm like,
I wish somebody would have. I wish somebody would have said that. I would have totally said that.
I was going to, but I'm like, he's like, I'm like, all right, fine, I won't say anything.
And and everybody on setup crew knew him as Steve, not John. You know.
Well,
So,
Well, Paul's, so
you don't know the story on this?
So you gotta tell the story, but so he kind of told me a story Paul hadn't known. I'm like, oh, hey, John, da da da, and he's like,
who?
That's not John, that's Stefano. I'm like,
yeah. So I guess he introduced himself to Buddy, and Buddy couldn't remember his name, which is funny, and because Buddy has a brother named John. But anyway, so he introduced himself, and I forget what he actually called him. It wasn't Steve. And so John was messing with him. He said, "Well, no, my name's Steve." And you know, so they just kind of at that point, him messing with him turned into now you're getting to call Steve for the rest of the week. You know, so and he just went with it. It was great.
Really?
Yeah.
That would have irritated the hell out of me.
Oh, it was so funny.
And he did.
Oh yeah.
I said to him, I'm gonna beat his.
it's funny because all of a sudden he's like,
Yeah.
no, that's Stefano. I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's just what we call him.
Yeah.
We just call him Stefano.
I
name's John.
even heard him say, what's your name?
Oh, yeah.
Stefano.
Yeah.
I go, well, God.
All
Look
confused.
Italian,
Yeah.
right? Does he look Italian?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I was thinking that was there a certain reason why you didn't use part of that? Was it $30,000 that he matched that, right? Or is
So they so anyway, I forget what the total number I had was, but you know the range said, all right, we're going to up it. You know, because I told him, I said, you know, my goal was $10,000 again this year. Because the first year I missed it by like $2,000 or something.
Right.
And so I was happy when we made it last year, and I said, well, you know, so I called Wilson, you know, told him kind of what we did last year, and you know, of course they remembered, you know, and so I mean, without hesitation, they said, yep, we're sending you a gun. And I mean, I literally called them probably the Wednesday or Thursday before setup, or well, I guess that would have been Thanksgiving, so it had been earlier in the week, so probably like Tuesday, and so they sent it out, and you know, the FFL got it this week, and so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That is huge. I was just wondering why doesn't the club just use some of that to update some of the like the pads and
so we actually did. That was part of some of the money that we took out, so that was kind of like some cut to it too. And you know, that's one thing I was talking to the treasurer. It's like, all right, so we got Rolling River coming up, we got Sheepdog. We need new tablets. You know, just these.
You really do.
Yeah, these were getting older. They, you know, I think the hard drives are just not keeping up with the updates on the you know, the new 2.0.
But I think the even though the each bay was working very efficiently, I think it would have ran better.
Well, you're not sitting there waiting on it to load.
Oh my God, there's a huge delay.
I was messing with Paul. Paul gave me the.
And I apologize for that. That's why, you know.
The thing's not working. Give me a minute.
I still.
It was worse than that.
No, it was way worse.
It was like, I'm going to bust off my foot in your.
And I was like, oh, all right. I guess we're not having fun today. Whatever.
I was wet. I was cold. I was holding this thing. I was fighting with this. Okay. And then Brian comes by And, he kept on correcting me. Maybe you should hook on the battery.
Your battery's at 17%.
And I go, how about if I take this battery to shut it up?
I know what I can do with this battery.
We were having flashbacks from last year where the battery died.
I get
it's like,
okay. All right. Yeah, he was.
because he's running the thing. 17%. I gotta go. And, he was heading down to wherever it was. But
Plug your battery in.
Yeah, plug
We're
your
not
battery
getting
in.
below 20.
The brain was on it and stuff. He goes,
Your battery's at 97%. Plug it in.
Yeah.
so okay, fine. I plugged it in. I'm like, I'm okay. You're happy. And then he sat there and he goes, now I need you to do all of that into a condom.
Oh yeah, one of his bags.
And I went, what the?
It's all gonna go in the bag.
Yeah,
It's just getting wet.
Got to keep it dry. So,
Yeah.
and I brought you an umbrella, so that hopefully helped that day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So Bill got me an umbrella and I left it in.
I know I have 3 new umbrellas now.
Yeah. Ben's got 3 new umbrellas.
That was
Yeah.
our contribution to you guys. So
Well, I guess it's like that light. Where is it? Right there somewhere. I'll bring it to you next year.
and I appreciate you doing that. That's what, 3 years old, 2 years old
Yeah,
now.
2 years old. Yeah.
Yeah.
I use it in my garage every now and again.
That was from our last podcast.
You turn it on and go, oh,
Yeah.
I remember this.
Yeah, I was working up under my golf cart doing something the other day. I can't see. Where's that light? It just slides right up under. It's so nice.
So I love the staff shirts. You now have options of hoodies now.
Yes.
Right?
Zero Sports, which was a gold sponsor for us. You can add sleeves and hoods, which I think it's just an option. Or you put it in the notes, and then you just add the whatever that file is. Just whichever one you want. Just sleeves, or you can do sleeves and hood. You didn't do it.
Oh, I got a hoodie.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Fancy.
Well, yeah, fancy.
Yeah, because I know Doug Henson did too. He's actually the one that messaged me about it originally.
Oh, really?
Yep. And I said, well, I know you can do it. I just I don't know the steps. So I emailed them, and they pretty much said, all right, here's the links. Send this out, and they can add it if they want. Just put it in the notes.
California, because of the sun and dust and so forth, hoodies actually are very beneficial.
Yeah.
But I was wondering, how'd you guys get to using hoodies and
Oh,
stuff?
well, they use them in Florida too. It gets hot down there, sunny.
Really?
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of the fishermen. I think
Yeah,
usually
well, of
like
course.
for all the fishing.
Isn't that what it's?
Yeah, that's where I mainly use
Yeah.
like the hoodies,
Yeah.
the sunscreens, and all that is when I'm fishing.
Yeah, because you see them a lot at matches in Florida. People wearing the hoods and all.
I always see that as being really hot, but I guess it creates a cool
what's that?
leather.
It's a barrier.
Yeah,
A barrier,
and it's a thinner
yes.
material too. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, it's that microfiber stuff,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
all the water wicks away, and then it just evaporates off the plastic.
Yeah.
So it's fantastic like that. It's like wearing a rash guard.
Yeah.
Just off it goes. So
There you have it. You have a huge amount of sponsors.
Oh, we did
Again this year?
Yep, did a great job too. I think
Taurus USA.
Taurus USA
Yeah.
was a title sponsor.
So how many guns did you? I missed it by one.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Taurus USA sent us some certificates. Then North Florida Ammo out of Jacksonville, they Orange Park area. Sponsored. I mean, largely, ammo certificates and give me really good deals on guns. So between staff and competitors, I don't remember what the total count was, but it's probably like closer to 20-something guns, I believe.
You had some happy people.
Yeah, and then
A lot of people smiling out there.
I know a few people who didn't get one.
I
He's not gonna
tried.
hold that against you.
yeah,
Right.
Well, we win it, and then we got to call the FFL and go, do you have a California compliant one that you can send me, please? They go, oh yeah, we got one. We'll figure it out.
Also, do you have a CFD?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think Fred won one 1 year, and they did have a California compliant one, and then 1 year they did not. So,
Yeah.
So we had to do something else with that one, but
You figure it out.
yeah, I think
Figure it
I
out.
think he swapped it out and got a bunch of ammo, and the shop just sold it or whatever they did.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
So you got Boudreaux's bullets, right?
Yeah, Boudreaux's bullets out of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Mr. Ralph, he does pretty good bullets.
Yeah.
That's what I shoot anyway. I love them.
They're great colors.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can get them all kind of colors. My
Makes you
favorite.
more accurate.
Oh yeah, I
You
love
get the
the
right color.
125 grain conical nose is my favorite. So if you're looking for a good bullet, Mr. Ralph.
What's your favorite color?
I like black and red,
Jesus.
Black and red. so like
the bulldog colors.
each one a different color? Or
One's black, one's red,
One's
or
black. Well, I mean, he's
Striped.
yeah. Oh, hey, you never know. You can just kind of put it in your little 100 pack, and you can make designs and make the G, Georgia G.
But the whole projectile is either one color. Or
Yeah, it's one color. It's either black or red. Yeah, is what I do. I mean, and like I said, he does all kind of colors. You can get them pink or whatever you want, purple.
So, college football team.
College football team.
Uh-oh.
Just won the SEC
Here we
championship. By the way.
go.
Oh no, because I know like in certain areas and certain pockets, like college football is the thing, and if your team is not, and it's like fisticuffs.
Well, this is
Where-
definitely that region.
Well, Scotty's favorite, right? Or was it the Seminoles?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Seminoles, yeah.
I thought that was Buddy's.
Seminoles.
Oh, is that Buddy?
I think it was Buddy's team.
Yeah.
Is
The Seminoles.
Yeah.
The Seminoles.
So, yeah. And so who else we had? We had a defensive vest lady,
Yes.
Melissa. And that's what I think she sponsored your stage.
She came in, yeah. She, when it wasn't raining and so forth, I looked up and there she is. So
Yeah.
I wanted her to make a public appearance and so forth, and it was hard to track her down. She was so busy.
Yeah, I know she was wanting to put up a booth, and she's like, "Oh, it's just so wet that I think she just kind
was
of
uncomfortable out there. She just wasn't.
Yeah, I think she did sell a couple.
Oh, good.
So that's good, and then. I think she's been pretty popular. I mean, I got emails throughout the year. Hey, what was that lady's name that was that Sheepdog and all. And then Mark Mandrell with Midwest Competition Works. They were there. They actually brought the new.
So
model.
these
Did
are
you see those things?
the mat. Also, Brian showed me his.
Yeah.
He was sporting his. And I'm like,
Mag pouches is what we're talking about.
yeah. They were fluorescent colored.
Yep.
I'm like,
so yeah, actually,
okay.
I wish I thought about it. I had mine out in the truck, but it's actually got a new model. It's easier to kind of open. Grab your
They're
finger on.
canted, so you can actually position them in the position that you want
It
them.
depends on the attachment.
Okay.
So mine's just straight up and down, but they do have some that are
okay.
independent that you can turn.
But the backing, I noticed that his was magnetic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
The older version has the magnets on the side. The new ones have them kind of inside the
in the back,
side,
towards the rear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
I was like, that's interesting.
Yeah, they grab too. I mean, I think the new ones are a 3-magnet deal. The old ones are 2 magnets. But I've used them for the past couple of years, and actually Scotty bought a couple of them.
Did he?
Yeah. I said, hey, check this out, and of course, then he had to walk over there and buy
He looks
some.
at him and went, "What?
Take my
I'll
money."
be right back."
Yeah, exactly. So he actually won a couple certificates, and
really?
Yeah, over I guess probably Sheepdog and wherever else, and he said, "I wonder if you'll redeem them." I said, "I guarantee you will." So he walked over there and he bought him a new set of
Mag pouches.
mag pouches. So you have to check them out when he's at the next local.
That was one thing that was very impressive. Is after the guns were gone, I was one of the couple that were right after the fact.
Yeah.
And there were still so many prizes on the table. I wasn't sure what to grab, and I'm sitting there like looking like a fool. Like, oh, all right,
Should grab the white box.
I wish I would have done it. But you see all this stuff there, and you guys had so many prizes. I was like, I don't know what to pick, and in a panic, I'm like, oh, they're about to call another name. I'm like, all right, I'll grab this because I know what a light is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's so much stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
it's crazy how much help you guys get with prizes and everything else with this match.
I didn't know you knew Brett from Laird Ballistics.
Yeah, Brett Newcomb. Yep. We've known each other for a couple of years. He's out of Atlanta. Yep. So.
Okay.
Yep. So I don't Noonan or wherever he's at up there, but we've. I believe we shot together a couple of times. I mean, like I said, we've crossed paths a couple of times. He's an SO, CSO, so he's worked bays and.
Did he? He didn't work last year, did he?
No, he's never worked Sheepdog. But
Okay.
normally like Georgia State, I'll see him up there and around Atlanta.
Right.
He'll work at that up there, and he also makes like little spacers for those mag pouches that are just kind of it cants it out just a little bit, and so they're nice. And then the hundos, those
Okay,
things
so
are
that
amazing.
So he sent an email and asked for a cooperation, right?
Yeah.
So he said to go say, so I'll send you a package, right? Or what?
Send you some
things,
swag.
I guess. So I'm like, oh, okay. So he sent me those target practices, the dry fire targets. I'm like, wow, the qualities of these things are quite nice, And
So he made an award, out of the little targets for like most hits on a non-threat. Yep. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, the guy left, but I know where he lives, so I'm gonna drop it off. Actually, I've got an SO class next weekend, so I know he's going to be there. I'm kind of
most hits, most deadly to non-threats.
Yes. So yeah,
you did a prize for that.
I did not.
Somebody did.
Brett did. That was one. He wanted to sponsor this trophy. I'm like, oh Lord, I'm not.
That's great.
So it's like, I don't know how people will take it, but I mean, like me personally, I would think it was funny if I got it. But, it's like, oh, this was a horrible match, this is proof it happened. So like kind of like Scotty at the Western. Was it the Western that he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The most lethal.
35.
Actually, it was a drink of bourbon.
Yeah.
A very expensive
bourbon
drink.
Yeah.
3-finger glass of bourbon.
Yeah.
So.
And he was actually after the fact trying to plan stages to make the stage legal so he could actually get a score.
Yeah.
Not run out of ammo, but hit every non-threat at least once.
Yeah, he told me he lined a couple of them up and was able to shoot like 4 shots. And
four
at
a time.
Yeah, and
line them up with
and hit like 2 or 3 non-threats in one shot.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
It was impressive.
Got him.
I can't remember exactly what the total was after the fact, but I was like,
it was.
How did you even do this?
Yeah, it's 7 and 1, right? 7 hits.
So 7 hits on one shot.
Yeah.
I think that was his top.
Could it get to his number? He had a certain number.
Yeah.
And he did that in one
stage is what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then see who else? We 100 HD Gold.
Of course.
Yeah,
they're awesome.
Man, I forget, it was almost $4,000 worth of certificates they sent. $200 a piece, and
their goggles and so forth, or their lenses for rain, is insane.
Yeah, that's who I use is the for shooting glasses, and I tell you how great they are. So Brian was actually at Nationals this year, and I think it was the second day, and I was like, man, my glasses feel weird. And I look at it and said, oh, it's missing the nose piece. So I was like, oh, well, luckily his booth was there. So I ran over there and said, hey, do you have the replacement for this? Like, and he just walks over to the rack and just pulls one off of a set he had and put it on mine. He's like, how much owe you? Oh, it's free. Don't worry about it. It's like, that is awesome. It's like, man, the last thing I need, it's like, I'm trying to worry about stages and getting these glasses fixed, and no, just go.
Sure.
Like, man, it's awesome,
I was introduced to 100 Golds at Nationals in Colorado.
Yeah, okay.
The booth was there. I walked by, and he sat there and he goes, hey, did you try some? And he goes, oh, you're one of the safety officers. I go, yeah. He goes, oh, okay, pick one. Also, okay, well, these are nice. He goes, okay, go ahead. We'll see you in a couple days. So I got to wear his stuff for the whole week, right? I'm like, oh, these are nice.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know matches where I've seen him at like Kentucky up there, and then I forget there's a couple other matches, and you just walk up there, he's like, hey, I want to try these out, and no problem, here, try them out and let me know what you think.
It's better than my optometrist, right? Yeah. So we just kind of
because I know I had
cheaper.
Yeah,
and cheaper because I know they can do script lenses, right? Which is now I'm in a position now where at work I need to get some Z87, but I need scripts because I can't see. Well, I can't see anything in my hands. I can see stuff over there, but if I got to read anything, I can't read. I can't read my phone, do whatever. So I've got lenses that are like that, but they're not Z87.1. ANSI, whatever, and they've got them, and I'm like, okay, well, now I got to get a pair. And Seth let me borrow a pair because I brought sunglasses, and it's dark, it's raining, and I can't see targets. So he let me borrow a pair of. They're photosensitive, whatever that thing is when they get darker. So as the light level increased, they got a little darker, and as the light level decreased, they got a little clearer. And sometimes they were clear, and sometimes they weren't. And I was like, that's okay. I got to get a pair.
Yeah, because I got some for my son. And he had to get a prescription, and I don't know if you never bought a pair before.
No. So
I'm
about to.
Yeah, you just call them up, tell them what you want, and I believe they send you a couple pair if you want to try different ones. That you just give them your credit card information, and you send back what you don't want, and then I forget what it is, like 2 weeks, 2 months, or something like that.
Play with it. Yeah.
And if you don't send it back, they just hit your card, and if you want to send it back, send it back.
I'll keep them all.
Yeah. So it's really easy process. I mean, like I said, those are some great people.
Speaking of which, you brought your whole family this time.
I did. So my wife, she hasn't been since Rolling on the River. The first one I did, she came and helped with registration. And this year she did the cups and the trophies, and and then my oldest son, he just turned 12. So he's old enough to actually compete. Now,
which he did.
He did. So he's been shooting a couple of locals, here and there, and
he picked up a cup this year.
He did. Got high junior. So
and a hoodie.
And a hoodie. Yeah. He stole that one really quick. So.
We saw that hoodie last night.
Yeah. So and my wife told him, said, "That is my hoodie, not yours." I waited 6 months for this hoodie.
We'll send her another hoodie as soon as I get home. I'll put it in the mail.
Yeah. So. I'm sure she'll appreciate that.
We adore her,
Yeah.
so I'm glad you brought her. Yeah. This was awesome to see her family.
I completely forgot about the story from Nationals. I was like, hold on, I vaguely remember Ben's wife. She's like, yeah, I remember you. I was like,
that's right.
So I've heard that story. I don't know how many times. She watched me. I remember him. I was like, yeah, we were. Yeah,
visually, he's hard to forget.
Yeah, because I know that year. I don't know if they were supposed to or not, but they had those side by sides, and we rented one of them. And you needed something out of the car. So,
I forgot my vest.
Yeah. And because we were on sister squads, because I was like, hey, I know these people here. I'll shoot with them. And I think I was on the same squad with Darren, I believe, if I remember correctly. And anyway, they how do you go to the car? She's like, well, you mind giving me a ride? She was like, no, you drive. She didn't want to drive. I was driving her around. She's like halfway there. She's like, I just let a stranger drive me out into the parking lot.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So it was pretty funny.
A complete stranger.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we met at like Buffalo Wild Wings the night before or something.
Yeah. I can't remember if it was before or right after.
Yeah.
It was like right in that same time frame.
Yeah.
And I completely forgot about that encounter until she reminded me at dinner. I was like,
yeah, because she pointed him
my
out.
bad.
I went, oh crap! What did you know?
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, what I do?
You're that guy.
Hold on. Yep. I hope I didn't do anything too bad. No, but that was actually really funny. I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay. It wasn't that bad.
All right, wasn't that bad.
Well, you got a great family.
Yeah.
So, Wilson Combat donated the 365 to you.
365. Yep.
I also talked to Austin, and I said, well, hey man, is there a way we can do a review on one of your guns? He goes, oh, you kidding me? Come on.
Yeah.
So I think he wants me to go to him.
Yeah.
So he goes, when I'm not shooting stuff like that,
Road trip?
I'll give you whatever you need.
Yeah.
I went, oh, what?
Well,
Yes, please.
He's shooting optics now, so maybe you can pick
That's
up a
what he said.
CCP gun.
I'll just borrow his compact gun.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, man.
Yeah, we're going to review Austin's race gun.
Thank you, Bill.
And you too could shoot Austin.
You too could show up.
Just like your speed sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So how did that go? That was
Really well. I had a great time. A lot of people laughed. There's a couple guys that ended up picking up some, and had a bottle out there to where everybody wanted to, use it, go for it, and it was really cool. The other thing was the T-shirts. I think we ran out of T-shirts like half the day.
The same day.
I may have one on right now.
Prove it. We don't
Really?
see it. Let's see it.
Right. Prove it right here.
You wearing it?
I'm wearing it.
Oh my gosh, he is.
Somebody give me crap at the
There you
lunch.
go.
Yeah. Turn around.
He's got the beard, the beard. The speed sauce shirt.
Oh my god.
That's awesome.
Thank you for doing that. That's awesome.
That's awesome. No, we actually had someone that literally came up before Bill backed up the car. I think it was telling the story.
Yeah.
Bill backed up the car, took off to 3,
I just walked off to 3.
and I set the box there. And then someone comes up, go for a Bill.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
And I was like, you got me. Hold on. What size shirt do you wear? And I was so glad he actually came up before we even started.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
we
I
were busy.
completely forgot the sauce, everything else. I had to come all the way back here to grab all the stickers, everything else, because I completely forgot about it. So, it was funny. And then every once in a while, you just all of a sudden hear someone. And I'm like, what size shirt you wear?
Yeah, it has to be the best story I've ever heard.
I got another catchphrase for next year.
We don't want to hear it.
I know, you're not going to hear it till next year. Got to watch a live podcast next year for the 2026 Sheepdog CCP Championship, sponsored by Taurus USA. Hopefully.
So Austin did one of his classes again? Or?
He did. He did it on Friday. before the match. We had a bay dedicated for him on the other side of the range, and I think he told me he had actually had a wait list. He had to kind of work a couple of them in at Florida State and some other matches, but pretty much sold it out.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Good for him.
I was thinking of just enrolling you in there and just have you experience that thing. Yeah, like you really needed that, right?
he's shooting with us now. He can take fifth place expert, but now he's going to be shooting masters with the rest of us, and
it can be bottom feeders like us.
Well, he would.
We made it to the pros.
Yeah.
We're playing for the Browns. Just at the bottom of the ranks.
Just because you make master doesn't mean you're that good.
Well, you and I, we talked about that. The different levels of being a master, right?
Oh, there's definitely a wide range because
from like college to pro, right?
Yeah, I mean, because once you hit your marksman, you're in this range. You're sharpshooter, you're in this range. Expert, you're in this range. You hit master, it's like there's the Austins and then there's the us. Like, there is no in between. Everywhere in between, I guess. But, But yeah, there's no cap.
So, but there was a whole squad in front of the super squad this year, and the way I was impressed with those guys just alone.
Oh, that was the squad that had Jared Miller on it.
Yes,
the DM this year's DM and CCP.
We went to class with him last year.
We did. Yeah. Yes, we did. Yeah. And then Zachary Mitchell was there as well. He was the other DM for this year. He finished, I think, like within 2 seconds of him. So they both bumped the DM, which if you go back to the Michigan video, I called it.
You called it? They're both going to DM?
No, I didn't know about both of them, but I knew it was going to be one of them. So and they both made it. So that was awesome. And
I was gonna say you're like the fortune cookie I need to bring to Vegas or something.
No. It's when you shoot against a bunch of these guys, you kind of figure out, all right, this guy's gonna do this. I mean, I looked at it for this match, and I did not see McGinty in the list
in the running.
And I didn't see him signed up. So like the people I knew that signed up, I was like, all right, these guys are gonna be in the top like 6 or 7, and most of them were in there. So. I almost nailed it.
I got a question. Being the DM, what's your favorite part about it and your least favorite part about this whole deal?
Oh my God!
About what? About match
about
directing?
being match director for this match, because this is definitely a top tier match. Like I said, out of all the matches I've done, this is up there.
So my least favorite thing, I don't know, probably DQing somebody. Which that's any safety officer.
Yeah. Like nobody wants to send
nobody wants to send anybody home. We had a guy while I was on y'all stage that slipped and fell down, and I felt bad for the guy. It's like not intentional, but and the guy was real. He was understanding. He 100%. He's like, yep, I did this, and it is what it is, and but then you have the guys that are not as nice, and you have to deal with those too.
Yeah.
So I don't care for that part of it, but the part I do like is people enjoying it. That's that's kind of that's how I got to be a match director to begin with. Is when I did Roll on the Rivers, somebody else was running it, and he's like, you know what, I'm not going to do it anymore. Well, I love that match because it was the second match I ever shot, period. And then like, hey, I want to keep this going. And that's kind of what I looked at. It's like, hey, I enjoyed it so much, I want other people to enjoy it. So I try to make it the best I could. And then we moved it up from a tier 2 to tier 3. And then with the state coordinator at the time, he was like, hey, I want to push this to a 4. Well, that year I did it as a 3. I did a tier 3 Roll on the River and a tier 4 Sheepdog was my first year Sheepdog. So I had 2 sanctioned matches in 1 year. And I was like, I am not doing that again. That was a horrible thing. So I got Bryant Bro to take over as a tier 4. So, which one of the stipulations was he had to have an AMD that was, had tier 4 experience. So he had Seth Hayden come in, which was which is now the racer for the East Coast. But he was a nationals match director for 2 years. What years we were in Colorado, and so he's been doing a great job. So if you do want to see a good match, that's a pretty good one too. But
I was gonna say, I don't know how many times I got asked, "Hey, you coming back to this match?"
Yeah,
I was like, "You guys are telling me there's a match every month that I need to come back to. Like, come on."
Oh yeah, East Coast is crazy. So I mean, we're talking about all the sanctioned matches. I mean, I think there's, so you got the Malabar matchups where tier 2s, they do like 3 months in a row. So there's 3 of those, tier 2s.
Okay.
Space Coast, they just had it.
Those are all Florida matches.
These are in Florida.
Right.
And tier 4, that's
but
probably
all within a couple hours.
Oh yeah, so from my house, I can be in Port Malabar. It's all at the same. These 3 or 4 at the same range.
Yeah.
So within 2.5, 3 hours, I can be at that one. You know, South Carolina, they got the Speedway, which I think is holding the state match this coming year. I think that's what Bill told me. And that's probably 6 hours or so.
Bill's the AMD.
AMD, yep. Yeah. And then let's see, Tri-State in Alabama. That's outside of Dothan. Todd Reinhardt, he was on the next bay over from you.
Yes.
That's a great match. I don't know if it's a 2 or 3 this year. I think it's I believe it's a 3 if I ain't mistaken. And then Alabama State's not too terribly far, and I mean
you got Florida State too.
Florida State.
Florida State.
I'll tell you what, if you're gonna get into that one, you better hit it quick because staff is the way to go.
Refresh.
So I get my spot early because tell Ryan, I'll work that one. If he asks, I am going. If not, you're sitting there. All right, like I said, refresh real fast, but kind of like RMR,
Whose idea was the trophies this year?
So we're sitting there. It's like, all right, well, my wife wanted to buy this laser,
God, here we go.
And so I'm like, okay, like I can see
how we're going to write this off. I
can see some benefits. So she's got her LLC and she started doing like different little things. And one of the things was, hey, we need to get a tumbler because my boss likes cups for the company I work for. And so did engraving. I was like, hey, we need to do more of this. So we had to go buy this rotator thing. And so next thing you know, now we can do cups all the way around. And
Yep.
And I didn't bring the cup with me. Actually, I think it's in the truck. I should have brought it in.
I was going to say, I was told that cup was coming home with me, at least for today.
Yeah, until we're going to have to do like a VR challenge.
Yeah,
we didn't have enough time to do that. It was raining too hard in the afternoons.
Yeah.
But, so anyway, we were talking,
you can touch it.
Actually, I'm going to tell you, I actually cleaned this cup.
He told us that we can't touch it.
So,
Bill fingered it.
Bill's been looking. He's like, wait till he goes to sleep. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know, man.
I'm gonna hide it in my luggage. We gotta stop at UPS all the way to the airport, guys.
Yeah, so I don't know. I toyed with the idea of cups a couple of years ago, and one of my MDs like, no, listen, it just doesn't seem like a cool thing, and so I put it out there this year. I got 3 AMDs, so it's like, all right, well, 2 of them said, yeah, that's a great idea, and the third one was like, oh, you know what, maybe if they think it's a cool idea, we'll try it and see what happens. I mean, I hope people like them.
I don't know, Mikey. What do you think?
Well, Bill had an idea of it's like, I wouldn't drink out of the cup. I'm like, you know what? I'm doing a podcast. I'm drinking out of it.
Yes.
If I won that cup would be sitting up on my trophy shelf, right? It would sit there and it would not be used. Yeah. So I need 2.
Wait.
I need 1 to drink out of. So what I got to do next year is I got to win a cup, but I also need to win staff, which you did.
Well, I'm telling you that was my goal. It's like I don't have a chance in master, but maybe staff. I might can pull staff off if you hit it just right. Because
what is wrong with you?
Well, you had Skip Darden in there. I mean, I think he finished well overall in the match. Jason Alexander was coming. He had to back out for work, but he's tough. Seth Hayden, I mean, he is a beast. And so, so you got all these guys that just in staff are hard to beat. So it's like if you could win that or something.
Yeah. You and I had that conversation
last year. Yeah.
And I sat there. I'm like, you don't have the best guys there.
Yeah. No. So me and Bill
it's just
actually,
us.
Yeah. So
I go, wait, I know of 2 right now that should be there.
Yeah, and then me and Bill were talking about it. It's like even the experts. I think the trophies went all the way to 19th. Yeah. But out of 90 shooters, I mean, if you just in that class, I mean, if you got a 19th place trophy at 90 shooters, I mean, you
20%.
You still finish. You still finish really good.
Yeah. But 19th place going to master.
This year it was 15th. We actually applied to bumps a while ago, so it was 15th.
Oh, 15th.
Yeah. Yep. So
15th guys.
So because we had people back out, so it ended up like shifting the numbers some. But,
I get it.
So 15th was 7. I think he beat 76 below him, or his class are up. So and then I think it was 10 sharpshooters, and then like the other ones kind of went down. I forget what they were like.
That's significant.
It is.
Yeah.
So,
That's big.
Yeah.
You're going to have a really big master next year.
Yeah.
And a really big expert again.
Yeah.
you
I mean,
know?
because we had, I believe it was originally like 50 masters it was supposed to shoot. So I mean, it's not just people coming to get their bumps. Like, hey, where do I fall in this?
In this class of fantastic
right.
shooters.
Yeah.
You know, this is if you want to come and test your skill and see where you're at in the reel.
Yeah.
This is a good place to do it because you end up with a pile. Because it's just one division, right? So shooting this division, this is where I come in, and that's a really good gauge.
Yeah,
you know, because you go to any other match and they're shooting all 8 divisions or 7 of the divisions, and you don't know because there's only. I mean, I went to the RMR and there were 6 masters.
Yeah.
Shooting both matches. You know.
Yeah. I was gonna say when we did the Michigan, I think there was only 3 of us, 3 or 4 of us, and and of course. Those guys are like, 0 and everything, and I think one guy went 5 points down. Well, shit, I went 5 points down on one stage, And so I'm like, all right, well, we're definitely in different categories, but like in the grand scheme of things, where are we at here, And so it's kind of hard to gauge on just when you got 2 or 3 people, but when you're talking, a big pool, I mean,
a big pool, all shooting the same division.
I didn't know that the experts were that deep.
Yeah, it's pretty big. I didn't look at the scores too far in depth yet to kind of see, because we were talking about it earlier in the week. It's like last year, like once you kind of broke it down, it's like, all right, from 13th place to 30th place was separated by 4 seconds or whatever the number is. And
it was a very
much.
small number.
Yeah, small number.
That's a hesitation. It's like you come out to a person on a target and you go, okay, nope, that's the wrong one.
Yep.
And right there's 2 places.
Yep.
0.2 of a second could be 2 places when you've got that big of a spread over that short amount of time.
Yep. But then also, I mean, consistency. I mean, I know. If you don't get your hits, that's like we were talking about. It's like, man, I went in here trying to hero it, and all right, I threw a mic over here where, hey, you might be a little bit better off to,
aim,
shoot a little bit conservative, just a smidge,
a little tighter. Yep.
And I mean, this year we set it up. Targets were pretty wide open. Some of them were intentional, some of them were not. I think we got to Bay 1. They were meant to be a little tighter, non-threat wise. And
then again, you still had some top shooters that still.
I would say there was some really top shooters. I know a really top shooter that hit one on stage 1. I was
a couple. I was like,
I was surprised.
What?
Yeah, exactly. He told me that, and I was like, "You're really?" I was like, I mean, and I mean, it could be a transition. Just trying to shoot it because everything's wide open. You're trying to shoot so fast that you pull it before it goes off, and you're into the non-threat.
They forget that it's a compact carry gun.
Yeah.
It's not a ESP or compact carry gun.
And they're trying to race and they're trying to go as fast as you can because they look at it and they go, this is a 4.5 second stage or a 5.5 second stage.
In reality, it's probably an 8.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, maybe 6 on a
6
on a
8
on a
for
height.
us,
Yeah.
6 for them.
Yeah.
And they're thinking it's faster. It's like, I got to shoot this faster.
Yeah, and I think I bobbled a reload, and I think I know I had a high primer, which was one of mine. So it cost me. I think I ended up doing a 10-second run versus an 8-second run, which like I said, I think was doable. 8
Add your reload in there.
Yep.
The only good thing about a stage like that is it's almost like a warm up and a cool down. Yeah. It's so quick that even if you really bobble it, you're not missing too much rather than a longer stage where that could really cost you.
Like Scotty's stage, I mean, I knew going into that one, it's like, okay, this is, you get your hits, even if you take a little bit longer, because this is one that you don't win it on this stage, but you can lose it.
It's definitely that type of stage.
You won't win the match on this stage, but you can lose the match. Yeah. Exactly. It's like the starters and the finishers. You'll never win on a starter or finisher.
But you can lose it quick.
I was on the starter stage. Yes, on the starter stage, I was 763, I think, and I was 160th overall.
Yeah. They're doing 2 seconds.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah, because it's a fast stage, and I mean, I came out wrong, bad grip or something. I think I ended up throwing three down, and I don't even remember what my final time was, but it was horrible. Like I was like, well, normally if I do good on a starter, I crap to bed somewhere else. But so at least if I screw up the starter, maybe I have a chance.
Maybe
it'll get better.
Use that mulligan.
Maybe get better.
I was gonna say everybody has at least a mulligan stage. Would you rather get it out into the way right off the bat or later down the road?
Yep, and then.
Well, you got it right out of the bat, right?
Second stage. Stage 2 of the double feed.
I had a warm up and then the secondary warm up. I would call it for stage 1 because that's kind of like a secondary warm up.
No, that was a burner stage for sure.
Yeah,
definitely.
And then after that, I was just like, oh, you got to be kidding me.
Well, you come a long ways. I've been very impressed watching the years of watching you. You've started out what was a marksman or something like that.
Yeah.
And you kept on every time you won something, you sent a picture.
Yeah.
Well, you sent a picture to me,
Yeah.
and I'd sit there like, you want another one?
Yeah.
What the? How does he win so much and not get bumped up, right? And now, you're looking at you're a master now.
Yeah. So CDP was what I used to shoot a lot of, and
Yeah, right.
used to there just wasn't enough.
Okay.
So I mean, you'd
There's
end
not
up
enough CDP shooters to get a bump.
And then back then,
you win.
back then it was 7 or 9 or whatever the bump number was.
It was like
Was it 9? Wasn't it?
10 it was 9 after 1, I think, and then it was kind of more of a sliding scale.
Yeah. I think it was 7, 11, and 15. 7, 11, 15.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but I remember just it was so tough to get that bump at in CDP. So I chased it for a little while, and then I remember I got my sharpshooter finally when I came out to Fred's in California, and that's actually where we met the first time.
Yeah.
And
At the Chasing Zeros.
Zeros, and
the Halloween match.
I finally got the bump there, and then after that it kind of went pretty smooth.
It was all downhill from there.
Yeah, I moved to something else for a little while, and then went back, got expert and everything, and then I got I think it was earlier this year I got master in CCP at Florida State. So, and then I pretty much shot it all year, so I didn't jump around too much, but. I don't know. I'm probably gonna chase ESP next, but I mean, I'm still gonna use my CCP gun, but
sure.
Because I mean, you're looking at the scores. I mean, I could have bumped a couple times, and if I'd have just swapped divisions.
Right. Well, I definitely noticed you're shooting with a new body these days.
Yeah.
Are you
it's a little
used
quicker.
to that?
Yeah, it's getting used to it a little bit. I mean,
definitely a lifestyle change.
it is, and and then also I'm learning, watching different videos. You kind of start seeing things. I think we talked about this before. So, being a bigger guy, you kind of had to make it up, and keeping guns up.
But
and
even
things.
at that size, you're still fast.
Yeah, and but there's things like you pick up the little techniques, like that's what I tell new guys, or buddies of mine that want to try it out. It's like, everybody shoots at some scale. I mean, some of them are a little bit faster, a little bit quicker and accurate, but. And at the end of the day, IDPA is more of a technique too. Can you keep your gun up? Because you told me that at Florida State back in.
But you love to
drop my gun.
And you just run around. And
so for 2 years, it took me forever to hey, keep this thing up. I wish at your stage that was the key, was to keep the gun up. Just
you have to.
Yeah, because you had to flow with it. But
definitely
now I've lost quite a bit of weight, so it has helped amplify that too.
Yeah,
so.
but you're getting fast now.
Yeah.
Now what do we do?
I don't know. Hopefully,
keep losing.
Keep losing. Yeah.
Sweet. Keep losing. That's what we do.
That's the goal. I mean, he's 1 for 1 right now. So.
Well.
Next year though, we're gonna be equals. Yeah.
Yep. Next year. Right. And he's going to beat us then, too, because he beat us this year.
Yeah.
As an expert.
So, same date next year or same time next year?
So I have to figure that out, because our actual match dates are the second week of the month.
Okay.
Or second Saturday, Sunday of the month. And I got it moved up to kind of get away from Christmas this year. So I'm sure I can do the same thing. That's kind of going to be my goal, I imagine, but... like I said, I don't have the dates yet.
It was definitely a commitment, but the first weekend of the month that seemed to be the least issue. Yeah.
I mean, because it's right after Thanksgiving, so it's not too bad, but not before Christmas to where it's not too bad either.
It's usually the team party is what we miss, but
we would have missed our Christmas team party, but I mean, it was definitely worth the move out.
This is your party, definitely. So
you need to move that. Just go ahead and start planning that later.
Either that, or you just come out and join the party. But whatever.
Why don't we just bring the whole team?
Hey, we could have the party in Georgia.
Bring the whole team.
We bring the whole team out here.
Everybody shoots CCP.
Yeah,
that's a great idea, Bill.
I'm a giver. I'm a planner. I'm a logistics guy. I'm a manager.
No, I know you're a damn good one too.
Another question is, what you got for next year as far as Sheepdog? Because I know as soon as the match ends, which it only ended a couple hours ago, but you're already planning for the next one. What do you got in store?
I don't know yet. I'm just
hopefully dry weather.
Oh yeah, that's gold. I mean,
Let's
we
start with
ordered
that.
it last year for this year,
Yeah.
and I think one of my AMDs dropped the ball and didn't put the order in, but you know,
Purchase order slipped through the
yeah, it
cracks.
slipped through somewhere. But yeah, we were looking at, we were joking about when we left. It's like, I said, I bet next week's sunny. I pulled it up. Sure enough, no rain after today.
No rain and 68 degrees.
Oh, it's gonna be
Perfect.
beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah.
Next work.
I was
next
gonna
week
say, I
will work.
know our weather back home has been perfect
Yeah.
all the time we're
Yeah.
gone.
My wife was telling me, oh, by the way, it's 70 degrees right now. I'm like, yeah.
Which is even funnier is when we're actually at home, it was raining, cloudy, nasty. I'm looking at the weather here, I'm like, oh, it's like 75, 80, perfect.
Well,
We get here.
Which, and you know, I sent an email out. It's like, just be prepared for everything because you never know what you're gonna get here. So like the day we shot, it was cold. Like
Yeah,
Brad-
Thursday.
Yeah,
It was.
It was
It
freezing.
was chilly.
And then you know we show up.
We all had beanies on.
Yeah, and then
Friday,
yeah,
it was
Oh
raining
my
hard.
gosh.
But like 80 degrees, yeah.
75, 80
Yeah.
degrees.
Yeah.
We're all in the t-shirts and shorts and
Yeah.
stuff, and it's just raining like cats and dogs.
Yeah.
Viking and I were like, oh, just stall for me. I'm going to start stripping off my clothes.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Gotta
Yeah.
drop a layer.
Yeah, and then I mean, you know, we watched the weather all the way from Monday. It's like, okay, all right, it's gonna have a little bit of rain on Saturday, and then you get closer. Oh, it's getting worse. It's getting worse, and then now it's getting better. Now it's getting, you know, and then you know, like I said, I think actually both match days, Saturday, Sunday, it rained, but it wasn't like straight downpour. So that
It drizzled. Everything was wet, but
Yeah.
it drizzled.
Yeah.
And it was cooler too.
Yeah.
It was in the 60s
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, yeah,
but it wasn't terrible
No,
by any means.
no. I just
No.
I mean, I don't think the. I mean, yeah, the shooters may have had a slight disadvantage, you know, to maybe executive staff, but you know, it didn't make a
It is
difference.
what it is.
Yeah, I was
Not
gonna
enough.
say,
Not enough.
Not
Yeah.
enough.
Right.
in all honesty, it wasn't enough to really like, oh,
I mean, because
some stages I think it probably would help.
Yeah.
yeah,
Other stages it might not.
yeah. I mean,
And if you look at it across the board, dry versus wet,
I don't think there's much
you're
difference. No.
you're changing so minute that
Yeah.
I mean, the only ones that probably
human
got,
deviation is going to be more than weather.
yeah, I said the only ones that probably had the most disadvantage was probably staff, though. For, you know, as far as the heavy downpour,
Yeah,
like
heavy
at one
downpour
section,
at
and
one-
then they had to wait for the water to run
Right.
off. But
More slipping.
yes,
Especially on stage I was working with 3 because they had
Yeah.
to slide into that spot and then they had to cut around it to do the full turn around the corner. And it was I had a 2-footed slide in and then I had a 1 burnout. You know,
Yeah.
like almost.
yeah. Oh yeah, I remember one of the guys came through and he had mud all over his side. I think we were down there at 10. He said, "Yeah, I fell over whatever." So I mean, he said he hit the ground, popped right back up, and kept
Yeah.
going. But
Well, last year,
Had his finger off
Yeah.
the trigger, had
Last
his
year
gun
I
pointed
took a
down
digger.
range.
first bay.
yeah, that's
You took a
right. You
spill?
did.
Yeah.
You wiped out hard.
Yeah, I shoved that gun right into the ground to try to stop it from going 180, and
yeah.
and I got it up, and I was at pause. I'm like, oh, this is going to blow up in my face, right? Yeah.
Here, shoot this.
Aim, hold it, shoot. Okay, go.
Yeah.
Bang! And it cleared it out, and I'm like, okay, we'll
Yeah.
just go. But yeah, that kind of shook me up a little bit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, maybe I should get some cleats. Which,
Still haven't done.
yeah, I said, well,
So
He did get boots.
yeah, I did
You
get
got
boots.
boots.
Baby
Though.
steps.
You got boots.
Definitely worked out. Well, congratulations on your success. I am honored to be a part of this, and I know these these guys are as well.
It's definitely a lifetime experience that I'm going to remember for a long time.
Yeah, and I'm going to do it again next year.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you need to bottle up whatever you're doing and sell that out because I'm telling you, it's priceless.
Yeah.
So congratulations on that.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
Anything? Any final words, gentlemen?
Thank you. See you next year.
Thank you very much for taking the time.
Yeah.
I know it's late, but I needed you to get in here and address your competitors. So
Yeah.
because they were all listening because of these two clowns, right, going live
Yeah.
all week. So.
That's what I'm saying. They're not watching me. They're watching y'all.
I don't know. You got to listen to the ringleader, and you're ringleading this whole deal.
Yeah. We did you put the subtitles on?
No, it's an app that we need to pay for. So we're gonna do that.
Okay. Okay.
Bill
so-
goes,
so-
what the heck is this? I'm like, oh man, here we
But
go.
being here after a couple days, I think I got the lingo down. It's pecan.
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 Not pecan.
Yeah.
No, not pecan.
Right.
Pecan.
What was it?
Pecan.
Pecan.
Peanut.
Well, asked the young lady.
Oh, what did she say?
The one where we had all the wherever we went to dinner, we asked the young lady, is it pecan or is it pecan? And she goes, well, do you say peanut?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I don't say peanut. I say peanut. And she's like, well, there it is. And she walked off. I'm like, all right, I just got told out by a 19-year-old.
Yeah. If she was 19. I don't even think she was that old.
She may not have been that old.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right.
She got straightened out.
Well, a special shout out to our channel membership. This is your support. Busy at work. Please consider being a part of our shooting community, building relationships around safe gun practice and IDPA competition. My name is Paul G. This is
Anthony the Viking Vegas.
This is
Bill Olmstead.
And we have the match director,
Ben Watson.
There you go. Please be safe, and we shall see you on the range.
Like, share, subscribe.